Who is escrow and what is your job? Find out how you can leverage escrow so you can sleep better at night and cover your financial risk.
Okay, Voltaire, so tell me, in the simplest of terms, who is escrow and what is their job?
So simply, escrow is a third and neutral party whom the buyer and seller hire to facilitate the closing of the transaction.
Got it. But we are going to go way more in depth than just that, right?
Yes.
And who better to teach us than Voltaire Lepe, CEO of Lepe Tendwell Properties, the top agent in Golden Hill, San Diego, and he has 14 years of real estate experience. So in previous episodes, we've kind of breezed over escrow, talked a little bit about what it does, but it's a really key player in this process. So let's go more in depth. What does escrow take care of?
So you could consider escrow like the middle person, the middleman.
Okay.
Right? So what happens is when you have an agreement, a signed contract between buyer and seller, you send it over to the escrow company, and escrow makes sure that everything in that agreement happens.
Got it.
So for example, their main role is just simply to give cash to the seller at the end after paying off all their liens to make sure that in turn they could give the buyer free and clear title to the property.
Got it. So it's just kind of the person that keeps the balance in the home seller process.
Correct.
Got it. So what are a few specific items that it takes care of?
Yeah, so for example, escrow takes care of paying off the existing lien. So they order a payoff from the seller's lender, whoever your lender is out there, and they get the payoff, and then they make sure that they get paid up until the closing date. They also take care of prorating any real estate taxes that are owed against the property, and they pay the government. At the same time, if there's any other things against the individual, child support liens or any judgments against them, and we've had deals that may be canceled for those reasons. We find out that the seller had something against them. So they take care of those things. They take care of paying any real estate commissions, any title insurance fees, any fees associated with the closing. So basically, they cut the checks to everybody at the closing.
Got it. So essentially, when people are kind of thinking of escrow, like, oh, we have to go through escrow, it's such a long process. But put by Voltaire, I mean, these are some really important things that escrow does take care of. So essentially, it being the middleman and keeping that balance in the home selling process. Have you ever experienced with a client a time where escrow took care of all these things and everybody walked away happy?
Yeah, I mean, several times. I could remember the period of real estate history where everybody was just short selling their homes. And when somebody wanted to basically sell their home and pay it off in short, escrow was crucial. Because we had clients that, again, had judgments against them from previous court cases like 10 years back that they didn't know.
And they're coming up now.
Yeah, and they thought they could just walk in, sell the property, close in 30 days, and then we would find out in escrow that that wasn't the case, that we needed a judgment from somebody out in Maine that, you know, whose phone doesn't work anymore before we could close the deal. So then we would have to figure out who that person was or the entity and basically take time to get a judgment or a payoff demand from them. And sometimes there wasn't enough money and we would have to cancel escrow.
Wow. Yeah. So again, escrow is the middleman in all of this. And as much as you really may not want to go through the process, it's really important because it helps you sleep easy after you're done with your home sale.
Exactly. If you're thinking of selling your property in the next few months and you want a smooth escrow process, give us a call for a free, no obligation consultation at your convenience.
Since we know that you love all of these awesome home seller tips, make sure to subscribe to our Lepe Tendwell Properties YouTube channel, like our video, and if you or anybody else that you know is thinking of selling your home in the next few months and you can use a little bit more advice on how to navigate this escrow process, comment directly below. One of the Lepe Tendwell agents will be happy to answer any of your questions. And thank you for watching.